Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Our most recent deck within Magic the Gathering Arena, Standard, Mythic rank, Best of 1, is Bant Infinity Walkers. In today's video, we'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies and synergies held within the brew, demonstrating this within our Mythic rank gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now. Of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and our pack opening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support. And let's take a look at the newest deck. Of course, you can also become a YouTube member for access to our exclusive Sunday member-only stream, where you can challenge me directly. Infinity Walkers is a Bant, white, blue, and green, Planeswalker-based combo deck. 4.2 average mana value with 1 creature, 35 non-creatures, and 24 land. The land base isn't too bad because we are ramping pretty aggressively and sifting through our deck as well to make sure that we're always hitting our land drops, right? So first and foremost, it is the Encroaching Mycosynth. 4 mana as an artifact, 3 generic, 1 blue. Non-land permanents you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true for permanent spells you control and non-land permanents that you own that are not on the battlefield, right? So that's going to include in your library, in your graveyard, which is very cool. And that will turn, again, all of our planeswalkers into artifacts. And then we're going to bring them back from the graveyard to the battlefield in mass via Brilliant Restoration. For 7 mana, 3 generic. Thank you for the follow. 4 white sources on the 3 generic here as well at sorcery speed, returning all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very, very groovy. So the name of the game is Mill and Survive. Mill and Survive. Faithful Mending for 2 mana does just that. Instant speed, 1 plains, 1 island. You gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards. We can recast it from the grave for an additional generic, bringing it to 3 via the flashback. That's going to help us hit our land drops, right? It's also going to help us find our field wipe if we need it. And then finally, it's filling the grave with artifacts and planeswalkers as, again, we sift through to our Mycosynth, which we will need in the battlefield, as well as the restoration, casting this from our hand. The Celestis kind of helps in this front as well for 3 generic mana as a legendary artifact. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as the Celestis enters the battlefield. We tap it to add 1 mana of any color. We pay 3, tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate this only at sorcery speed. And when it becomes day or night becomes day, when it becomes day or night becomes day. When it becomes day or becomes night. That I'm saying it's LOL. It's been a long day. Or has it been a long night? Anywho's, whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card, right? So we're always going to gain life when that transference hits, and then we get the choice to draw a card, and if we choose to draw a card, we're forced to discard as well. Again, the life gain, phenomenal. The draw and discard, great as well. Stumbling through some simple English, not so hot. We have Jace, the Perfected Mind here as well, potentially for 3 mana, but could come in for 4 if you're not looking to pay 2 life for that Phyrexian mana. If you do have it completed, which is the Phyrexian mana, 2 less mana, pay 2 life. 1 less mana here, pay 2 life. 2 less loyalty is the fact, though. Either way, it's good because, it's shutting down their attacker with the plus ability, -3, -0 on one of their creatures. Really, really good, and that's bringing its total loyalty up, which we like. But B, it can mill your opponent to death to give you an alternative win con. It can also mill more of your cards into the grave, which is nice for us as well. So it really, anything goes with this guy. Also, target player mills 3 cards, and then if a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, you draw 3 cards, otherwise you draw 1 card. So lots of the times, I'll be milling myself looking for like a revival, for a Tomeo, because those things can grab other things back from the grave. Sometimes I'm a little bit more cautious about this because I don't want to mill the restoration. The only thing that gets that back is the revival. So we have to be pretty careful about that. But once you have your restoration, you can just go crazy and mill your face off, which is fantastic. And that's going to fill your grave with the planeswalkers and the artifacts, right? We also have Ren and 7 doing a similar thing here for 5 mana, 5 loyalty, 3 generic, 2 forest. +1, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. That, basically a mill. 0, put all land cards from your hand into the battlefield. -3, make a tree folk. Power and toughness equal to the total number of lands you control. And -8, return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. You're not going to get anything with this because all your permanents are being brought back with Brilliant Restoration. But hey, it's a cool thought anyways. And, that's kind of what we have in the deck to mill ourselves, other than the Argoth Sanctum of Nature. Pay 4, tap it, create a 2/2 bear token, mill 3 cards at sorcery speed, right? So that is all of the available ways in the deck to fill our graveyard up, right? Now, you heard me mention Dryad's Revival and Tamayo. The Revival for 3 mana, sorcery speed, return target card from your graveyard to your hand, flashback for 5. So this is going to grab instants and sorcery speed spells. Your Restoration is one of them. Maybe you need another Depopulate or Farewell. This can grab that as well. Again, recasting it through flashback from the grave. And then Tamayo, Completed Sage, can grab the permanent with her -X ability. 2 generic, 1 forest, 1 Phyrexian hybrid, Simic color, blue and green, and then 1 island. For 5 mana, again, if you are playing the Phyrexian mana, it's going to come in with 2 less loyalty, and you will lose 2 life. +1, tap up to 1 target artifact or creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. -X, now this is what we were talking about. Exile target non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to create a token that's a copy of that card. And now, whether it be a Celestis, a Mycosynth, a Mightstone, Weakstone, another Planeswalker, a Gauntlet, it's all good. Just make a copy of it. And then finally, -7, create a notebook. It's a legendary artifact. Spells you cast cost 2 less to cast, which is just great. And then we also can tap it to draw a card, which is not bad either. Phenomenal, okay? So there's lots of ways to fill our graveyard, but we can also get original value from all of our planeswalkers because your opponent's going to deal with them, right? So yes, throw duplicates to the grave. That's fine. If you need a land, and you make sure that you're curving out, right? That's your main goal. But don't be scared to play these planeswalkers. You don't have to play them all from the grave at once. You can get good value from their abilities. Your opponent's going to attack them, then they're in the grave. They didn't attack you, right? So it buys you some time. And then, of course, that time gets you to your Depopulate. For 4 mana, sorcery speed, each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy all creatures. And Farewell, for 6 sorcery speed, choose 1 or more, exile all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and or graveyards. Be sure not to exile your own graveyard, but the rest is fair game. You're going to want to watch your artifacts as well, because the Mycosynth will have all your planeswalkers become artifacts. LOL. So you don't want to be exiling your own planeswalkers. With that being said, there's a lot of good value in the deck. Teferi can -2, 2 generic, 1 plains, 1 island, 4 loyalty. For that -2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. That's going to find you, like I said, that field wipe, the next land you need. Maybe you're ready for the restoration. Very cool stuff here. You can also ramp by untapping or tapping a artifact, creature, and land. If it's yours, they untap. If it's your opponent's, they tap and you gain 2 life. And then finally, -7, gain an emblem with untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step. You draw a card during each opponent's draw step. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? If you can get to that emblem, GG's. We talked about Jace. We talked about the Encroaching Mycosynth having everything be artifacts, which is quite nice. The Emperor acting through control, 4 mana, 2 generic, 2 plains, 3 starting loyalty with flash. A static ability that states she can activate loyalty abilities at instant speed the turn she enters the battlefield. +1, Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It will also gain first strike until the end of turn. -1, create a 2/2 with vigilance, and -1 2/2 with vigilance, and -2 exile tapped target creature. You gain 2 life. Very, very good. Ren 7 we talked about. We talked about Tomeo. Storm the Festival for 6, 3 generic, 3 forest. Flashback for 10, 7 generic, 3 forest. Sorcery speed. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put 2 permanents with mana value 5 or less from among them into the battlefield. This includes land, which is quite nice, and we have a lot of 5 mana planeswalkers and 4 mana planeswalkers, and we just like to get good value, and this is going to be that. So very high frequency casting from the top of our library through things like Festival, as well as our graveyard through the Restoration. Phenomenal. Good control along the side. Thank you for the follow. With that Farewell, that depopulate the Wandering Emperor as well. Jace can slow the attackers down. Teferi can tap something with Vigilance, so the Wanderer can exile it. The Mightstone can -5, as well as, draw you into your next cards, which is cool. It can even potentially meld with Urza, which is 3, 1 generic, 1 plains, 1 island, a 2/4 artifact, instant, and sorcery spells we cast cost 1 less to cast. Pay 7, meld it with the Weak Stone. It becomes the Planeswalker. 7 loyalty, activating a loyalty ability twice each turn. +2, gain 2 life. Artifact, instant, sorcery spells you cast cost 2 less this turn. Crazy. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card for +1. 0, create 2 1/1s. They're creatures. Tokens, right? -3, exile target non-land permanent. That's crazy. And then -10, artifact and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until the end of turn, then destroy all non-land permanents. So that's incredibly powerful as well if we do happen to get it. And there's the Gauntlet for 3 mana as an artifact. Planeswalkers you control have pay 0, proliferate, and -12, take an extra turn after this. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose a counter on target permanent, put an additional kind on that permanent. That's going to be loyalty counters as we get to those extra turns, and that's the name of the game. Mirror box, so you can stack these planeswalkers and have multiple copies of each, which is phenomenal. And the land here for the consistency. So we have all the planeswalkers in the grave. Restoration puts in 6 planeswalkers. We have the Gauntlet. We just start proliferating and taking turns, and we put our opponents in an infinite turn loop with the Gauntlet and Planeswalker proliferate function, resulting in infinite turns, which is easy to win because you have a Teferi token, you have a Ren 7 token, which are big baddies to hit your opponent with, and you could also just Jace minus for a gazillion, because you're proliferating and -12ing on things. Jace -12 is 36. And then you bring it back with Tomeo and do it all again. So there's like multiple ways to win, right? You can just take lethal with tokens. You can mill your opponent out. It is all just a lot of fun. A beautiful jank deck. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as well. Don't go anywhere after today's gameplay. We're going to tear into that Phyrexia pack. And in our last pack, we pulled a holographic Vraska's Betrayal Sting. Woo! So obviously this is an Elish Nor. You know what I mean? Cheers! Let's play some Magic. Going first with a very sad hand. You're out of here. Keeping 6. I'll find you again, my love. We will. Don't be scared. It's not, I don't think, the card you keep in your hand. It's definitely the card you want to draw mid-game, though. It's even worse than a regular 7-drop because you need other things to make it work. A full graveyard. A Mycosynth. Whereas the Storm, now this is a better keep. Right, we can wrap to that. And it has immediate value without anything else, just by itself. The 2 islands go? Well, we need one of them for Teferi. I'm going to throw Teferi. How about that? Curveball, baby! Should have thrown a land. You can't tell me what to do. This is good. Faithful Mending's up again. We're just building into Storm. I mean, technically, we do want those Planeswalkers in the grave, right? Looks like they've bricked. They should Faithful Mend more. I do want that Teferi up, though. I want to make sure I get a nice play here. Teferi can draw our next restoration. Or just a Mending, right? That Mending is going to keep filling the grave, get us closer to the restoration. Well, they've not bricked that bad. I'm only at 4. They're at 3 now, so... I'm sure Mono Black will find a way. Alright, I'm sure they'll figure it out. So let's tap for green, Teferi untap. Well, you can tap too. Right, tap their engine mill. And then we'll just storm it out. Take the Mycosynth, take Tomeo. Tomeo shuts down their attacker.
The moon rises, so you shall fight right.
Thank you.
Our will cannot be denied.
Remember that time I threw away our Brilliant Restoration off the start? Ah. Flesh Gorger's in play. Cascades a go. Let's Teferi draw first. Please. Another Mending.
Quick way or the fun way?
We have 6, could be 7. Slang Jason there.
I'll take note of all your failures.
Minus on the double strike.
Become subdued.
And then do we just grab Teferi from the grave? I kind of feel like it. Right? Tomao's pretty cool.
Don't feel bad when you lose.
Not a bad play at
Quite a
all.
tough opponent.
Let's draw a card. Again, we're kind of just looking for a Brilliant Restoration at this point.
Another mystery solved.
We get a land, don't we, Tuesdays? Brandon 7's active. They could kill Tomeo, they could kill the Teferi. They could bring down the Jace or other Teferi. I'm gonna kill Baby T.
That's how it was meant to happen.
Liliana out. That's pretty good.
When I win,
Cattails in the way all the
you're
time, man.
telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
We just go to Mendadelphia.
You won't be outsmarting me.
That's a land. Teferi's right back. Let's dig for the land. Toss a Mycosynth. Toss Ren. Teferi goes up. I guess we probably should have made our token. Just gonna draw. Like to draw it, draw it. Ooh, that's good. I'll play that. I like that. And then we go to like Proliferate Town, right? Well, no, we still want to lock out this double strike creature.
Bow before Phyrexia.
Oh, Jace could neuter the Gorger too. Yeah, screw it. I mean, I have 28 life, so I'm sure 25 is okay.
You can be made to obey.
Decent. Shouldered is fantastic. We need a field wipe.
We all have
Plus,
things we'd rather
amending, I guess. It's a draw, right? So shouldered's in play. Not a big fan of drawing. .6% on Farewell, 9% on Depopulate. So let's go out with Teferi, and we'll take another turn here is what we'll do, right?
Don't worry. I face scarier.
Teferi can draw for the field wipe. Thank you very much. And then we just proliferate. I don't care about the life loss. You can't tell me what to do. We start pushing up Jace now. Discard Ren. Discard the Gauntlet. Push up Teferi. Depopulates. Onto Jace. Good game. I'm sure we could even just loop them out here, right? Make a token big enough and just bash in. Any hand that leads to a Celestis, I keep. Even if it means, you know, not playing our Mending right away. That's okay. Ren goes. So hard. Oh, and the wrong choice. Boom, roasted. Should have tossed the Sage. I mean, they take it from us anyways. Celestis out. Can't believe they didn't take the Celestis. Draw here. I'm just looking for land. Discarding Farewell, discarding Ren and 7. Land out, pass turn. Take that damage. My dog is losing his mind. Let's draw. I toss Farewell and Tomeo. We draw and discard again here. I'm going to toss Depopulate. Ah. And then just storm the festival. Jason land. Jason's gonna stop Gix.
You can be made to obey.
Invoke, great. That's lovely. Down to 13. They go to 17. And discard. We're at 7. I mean, I guess we may as well play it. And then just pass turn, hold up the Wandering Emperor. Pass turn. Here it is. Exile the Praetor.
Much during my travels. Let me show you.
They're discarding to free cast of ours. We do get Gix here.
Finally, I'm home.
They make the token because they get an Emperor of ours.
What you get for hurting my people.
Land out. Mycosynth out. Guess we just make that token and survive, right? Send the Emperor to the grave.
I'll be back. We must protect.
Pass turn. We have 7, 8 mana. We're 2 shy of a secondary festival.
I have got new news to teach you.
Secondary Gix. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Take that trade. They draw. We're down to 12. Restoration off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that is so good. Take the mirror box. I mean, that's not bad. They should have taken the Mycosynth. Nice. Absolutely. So it's good they did get the mirror box, though, because we would have had 2 Rens.
It is time for
And we
battle.
would have had 2 Tamaeos. So they do pretty good by taking the mirror box there, right? Okay. So let's exile the Beetle.
My judgment
We
is fine.
Jace plus Gix. Tamaeo.
Become subdued.
Did we lose the mirror box entirely? We did. It's not even in the grave. Ugh. Ouch. Double hit Gix. I was going to bring the mirror box back.
You do not write this story.
Let's grab a bunch of land here. That's a pretty good spread. And then we're in tapped. Gix is tapped. We've got our 4 walkers. It was good on them to take the mirror box. That was like really clutch for them. We lose our girl, Ren and 7. We lose our boy Jace. Double soul transfees.
Calculates.
That's nice, you know? Incredible. You're a legend, Barry.
Let your blade do the
Last
talking.
card in hand for them. We're just getting started. Oh. Land out. Another mirror box out. Please don't tell my dad. We make the blocker with another mill. And we push... Do we? Yeah, I think we push that blocker up. I hope they're out of removal. Maybe they're not. Oh, they take my bear land. Bully for you. That gives me a new land, though. One island, please. And then we're gonna lock... Well, we could minus and bring Ren back. Teferi could come back. Oh. The Might Stone.
You still have a role in our grand story.
Dunk on Gix. Mending at the ready to toss the land. You know, it would be tempting to draw and try to get another restoration here, sure. But, it's fine. It's all okay. Soren is good. That's actually pretty hard for us to deal with.
Out of my way. I am the way to stop.
+1 to 3. I
I've
just
got
block
new
it.
moves to teach you.
Vampire as well. The Wolf. Oh, no, they draw. Sleeper, which is a draw engine. I like it.
Not for the weak.
They could sink into that. Substantial amount. Let's just throw up the block. Alright, let's toss the land. I guess we'll keep Chase. That brings us closer to our next restoration. No dice. Let's storm it out. I love drawing those lands. That's hilarious. Very funny, in fact. That puts us at an extreme disadvantage. Okay. Tapping you.
You cannot delay our victory.
Making a blocker for you. Please don't draw. Kill card. I need every ounce of value I can get right now.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
$20 cards left.
We
Restoration
must
is in the deck at
protect the
5%
people.
draw. Looks like they grab a gauntlet. That's pretty good. That's like not bad for them. Nice. That's acceptable, totally. Throw that block up. Let's look for the big money, no whammies. This is a nice fat draw, I believe. Right? 14. Mill 3. That would only put us at 17. We get to 19 here. It's still not enough. So here's 1, right? That puts us to 15. 16, 17 here. That's a good one. That's just a straight up depopulate, baby. Jace for 3. Do not mill my restoration.
You won't stop us.
I'm actually going to mill them, and I still think I get the big draw, so I don't accidentally mill. Oh, we would have milled it.
Our will cannot be denied.
I'm glad we didn't. Just take the regular draw. Watch them farewell my graveyard.
You wish to know my secrets?
I would just start crying, you know? Just like, I give up. I tried so hard. Here it is. Take action. We could, not minus. Let's just go for it. Mirbox, you're so cool.
I know. I'm right on time.
That's everything. Very nice. So, let's, with the smaller one, tap this thing. Right?
Such an imperfect.
Ren is going to make a nasty tree.
The trees. They prepare for war.
Jace proliferates. Submit 7. Wanderer proliferates. Submit 7. Tomeo proliferates. Submit 7. Which gets us Teferi at 7. Oh, that's the same Teferi? Ah. Alright, we're gonna need a free turn here, I guess. I'm gonna proliferate again. I guess 7 planeswalkers, that makes sense. For some reason I thought we had a Tomeo left untouched, my bad. It's because when I went over here I thought it was a new one, that's why. Wait, it is a new one. There's 2 of them. I still messed it up. Anyways, they're tapped out. This should be fine. I think that's all of them. Enter. It's confusing how they put them. I wish they'd almost just shrink them. Or tell you what page of them you're on, or I don't know. I feel like it could be better done. Purifier. What is that trash card doing in here? It's actually a good card. I kid, though. I kid. It's cool that we got the restoration to pop. That was nice. Going first. Kind of like the hand. Beach, brushland. You even hold the brushland. Not pay life for mending. Let's take a little looks. Oh gosh. Toss a beach and an emperor. Land out past turn. We have another mending. Looking for green sources. Right, we do need 2 more. Vampire's cool. Let's mend it. Toss a farewell. Let's toss a depopulate. I don't like these islands. Clean it up. I think we'll be drawing with our Might Stone here. Wedding announcement's pretty cool. Looking for forests. There's one. Hello. And that well, it actually doesn't because it comes untapped, but still a good start. We can always grab the depopulate back. We can grab the farewell, in fact. You're taking my, wow, look at you. Well, I'm going to get that back and redraw. So I actually quite enjoy that. I think more people should do that. Just Dryad, Revival, Farewell. Back to your hand. Oh. It's not too shabby. Hit for 2. They draw. Wedding flips. So they've still got good hand advantage. Artifacts, creatures, enchantments, graveyards are left alone. And we will draw 2. Looking for a 3rd forest. We don't get it. Are you crazy? Celestis can sub in, I guess. They take it again. Respectable. Do they have like the Cityscape Leveler? Oh no. I'm gonna dump Mirrorbox in. When people see it, they don't like to leave it. It can be a dead card, but typically it's run for a reason. Exemplar. No threat. Land's good. Restoration's out. Auto pay, lose 1 life, that's fine. You can't tell me what to do. I just want the land. Gauntlet's in play as well. Another nest. This one does hit our gauntlet. I guess I should grab my farewell back for the 2nd time. Renin 7 is out, and that's good game. Alright, going first. I mean, there's some land here that builds into the Emperor. Probably should have thrown this away. There's no blue. There's no Celestis, you know? It's important for us to have. island off the top. Without doubt. Easy. It's right there. I guess. It's going to reduce these artifacts quite nicely. We should probably take advantage of that. I wish. Can I have loyalty for later? It's a 3/5 now, which is cool. We dodge cut down. Actually, I guess we always did dodge cut down. We don't dodge Unleash the Inferno. It does help us protect our other creatures, though. Which is good. Or else they would have got a you know, an additional removal 2-for-1. Looking for our 5th land. Don't want to give them another target. What else do you do, though?
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Thanks for the follow. Do they have a second? Charm. We just lose the walker. Okay.
May your
No
blade
land.
strike true.
So sad. Hit for 2. We need 2 more lands, really. Don't worry about it. No, I mean, they can remove them both. We don't need either of those. It's pretty easy to get back. Interesting. I mean, we do have 20 life. We could probably just take it. That is not a land. Oh my lord. Two gauntlets in deck. Somehow I have them both. Very cool. Widespread thieving. That's actually interesting as well. Wonder what they got. 3 cards left. Ton of treasures. Thank you. This will find our 6th land. They're going to remove it. Okay, they're killing a gauntlet. That's fine. That finds our 6th land. For some reason, they're all islands. I want to look at that.
We prefer not to
Might want to check that out.
hold back.
Grab some more lands.
Power grows.
Some mendings, and we lost a restoration. Not the end of the world. I mean, we have one in hand, and we don't yet have a Mycosynth, so it's fine. We'll just festival until we find it. Or mending. Both are really good, actually. Mending might get us through more cards, though. Festival is 7, right? Look at the top 5. And here we're going to get 4. That actually is better. Burn down the house for the devils. I love it. I love it. A lot of treasure tokens here. That's wild. Okay, we're going to block it this time. Rend to 3.
Leave our presence.
I need an untapped land. I guess I don't. I prefer.
Seed contains
We mill our Mycosynth, which is a card I needed. What a mistake. So we're going to need to get that back. I'm going to exile creatures and enchantments. Just deal with the immediate threat. They still have 3 cards and a ton of mana. We lose the walker. Looking for a Tomeo, I guess, or a Dryad. Let's Festival. There she is. So she minuses on 4.
So too shall Phyrexia ascend.
We grab the Encroaching.
We are past.
Encroaching, I think actually it is. Land out. Teferi can proliferate. Submit to. Zayator's Envy coming in hot. Showing not Teferi, but us. I like that. They get a draw here. They have a ton of mana. Exiling us? No, not to exile.
No setbacks next time.
Bully for you, bro. Now they get a draw. Imagine not taking encroaching. Encroaching, HG, encroaching. Yep, only 1 mana left over. Let it rip. Push up Tomeo. Oh, are you kidding me? Bully for you. Well, that was rude.
Not write this story.
It's almost like they knew what we were doing. That's crazy, man. What are the chances of that? You're wild. You've gone wild.
Phyrexia showed me the truth. Flesh.
Proliferate. Maybe I'll mill you, huh? Would you like that? We can always mending their loyalty higher. Hopefully they don't get more sacrifice. That can hit us for a good chunk again. I wonder if they do. Down to 4. Wow. That's pretty good. You exile my graveyard again, dude? That was legendary. Bully for you. What do they take? They take Jace? It's not bad. Probably pretty smart.
Don't understand what
It's a big mill. And like 24 cards. Or 28 actually, maybe. 8, 16, no, 24. So they draw. We have lots of mana, this is fine. We'll just mend it. Push up Tomeo. Land, are you kidding me? Let's take the notebook.
The
And
past
draw.
contains the blueprints of the future.
Mend these land away. Push up to Mayo. Get rid of those. Sneak you in. Basically pays for itself. Plus the loyalty. That's, you know, very good. Very good. And I guess this will be a nice activation as well. To toss the last land here. Yeah. New. I mean, we just bring it back with her, you know? Decline. We hate the land. Can we force flip this? No. Take our draw.
Go. Share the story of Phyrexia with your people.
Let's force this. Yep. Toss the land. Enchantments, you say? Land out. Push up to Mayo. She minuses, bringing Teferi back.
Become part of the next.
The entire multiverse is at stake.
And I just need to draw a card. Ah, yes.
Now that is an
The formidable land! Do you think they have a third envoy? Heck, they could. It could be far worse. Oh?
And I don't know everything about
And we lose our 2-2? Why do we lose the 2-2 as well? Because it was an artifact from the Mycosynth still, I guess. Well, that's wild. I've never seen that card work. I think you give them a nice.
complex plan. Let's improvise.
You're a legend.
Nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch. No secret.
Mill a couple
escapes
cards,
my
draw a card,
grasp.
which is totally and utterly worthless. Faster. No, it's a good card. I just don't have enough mana to cast it. That's the thing. Exiling my grave on a restoration cast for 7. Could you imagine? Also, could you imagine not just like killing them both?
In time, all will witness
Only about
Phyrexia.
same chances as drawing the 15th land in a row.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
I'm not proud of it. Down to 9. I don't think the mill when we're this low on cards is worth the 2-2.
Nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
will survive. Oh, I will survive.
Canopy. The trees are mine.
We can hit for lethal, chat. 2 cards. What do they got? A portal. All those times I left your graveyard alone. I'm pulling for you. Give me my farewell. There's only 1 card I need to win this game. 6, which gives us 4. That would be 5. So let's go this in, add mana, Teferi plus, submit 0, untap land. And then we cast this for 5, have 6 left. 5 and 6 is 11. We are taking... What are we taking? Jace. We're gonna mill him. Artifacts go. Well, I guess we don't need to kill her, you know? That's actually fine.
Just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Oh. My planeswalkers are artifacts. Oh, okay. And then an immediate, okay, that's a good way. Wow, we suck. That's a good way to hold out. They're doing it. I don't think we have another answer, do we? That was too funny. They have 25 cards. And we have, I don't even know, 8. Amending, an Emperor, Tamayo, Mightstone. We need Tamayo off the top. Oh, actually, this one just kills us.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the
Kind of.
facts.
I wonder if they go for us or not.
Our plans are
And I guess we
beyond
should do them both. Interesting.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
With exile 1.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Tamayo brings back Jace. Right?
Bow before Phyrexia.
Oh my god, we might actually get this. Don't exile your planeswalkers again, bro. Oh, good for them. The 3rd burn down the house. But they don't know the correct attack. That's too bad. They should have went all in on Tamayo. Because now we go like this. X equals 6.
I will shatter your
And then -4. Jace comes back.
History belongs to Phyrexia.
-5.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexia's ways. All your hopes and dreams
We almost didn't get it.
were for nothing.
Oh god. That's so dirty. Brutal. That's brutal, 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 brutal. Going first. Acceptable. Land base, not so much. This is, well, a lot better. Keeping 6, and I guess the revival can go in tapped. Fourth land off the top, super nice. A mirror box. Now this is interesting. We'll probably discard it and then just bring it in with the restoration if we can. Okay. Let's just jump right into Teferi.
No matter the time or place, I'm ready to win.
I like the draw, but the token's probably better for now. It's not quite in Invoke Despair territory. So let's do what we can. They get it anyways. Great. Well, let's hit for 3. With 6 mana. We're just gonna mill. Make the bear, baby. Woof woof. And that is gonna be a day-night trigger because we didn't cast. Which is even more mill. Let's get rid of that mirror box like we talked about. Pushes up our token. Probably a field wipe here. Not quite. We lose the bear. Glad we made it.
No more distractions. Haven't you ever heard of personal
Dig up.
space?
That's okay. So we get the kill on Lily. So much cat hair in my face. Always. It's like never goes away. Land. We like them. It's not like we have anything to cast it on yet. We like that too. I say Teferi out for the draw. We need the Mycosynth, we need the restoration. We're just gonna swing in here for 6, down to 9. Maybe we'll just take lethal, right? They're down to 8. Forced to deal with this token. I don't mind discarding. Truly. We sack the token. We discard.
Drop it.
The Emperor. Another Lily. Okay.
A fight? And you think you can win? You won't be outsmarting
Discard Tomeo.
me.
Draw Festival. That's so funny. You cracked me up, Arena. Good one. I like to draw it, draw it. Jace is cool. And we'll also need this land.
Phyrexian's plans are already in motion.
1, 2, 3. Not enough. Tempted just to draw.
You just let me know you're up to it, too.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Ours is not the worst. -2. We mill.
I know where to find all the answers.
Land out. So we're just looking for the Mycosynth. which we shall find.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We'll discard Urza. It's kind of a bummer not getting to play them. Should have killed Liliana earlier, but being greedy with her mill, trying to use it to our advantage. Oh, we lose Jace. I'm gonna draw here. And turn. Discarding Ren and 7. That's a good mill though too.
Drop
Well,
it.
we could always just toss Mending. Best of both worlds. Kind of get to keep it. All of these. Oh. Whatever, dude. You can have that. You can take that too, apparently, because it's garbage now. Brutal. Teferi out. Gauntlet on top.
Call for a hero?
Barry takes the draw. Right? Yep.
The future looks bright for one of us.
Celestus. Farewell, you know? What a great card. Right as we're about to pop, too.
I'm done here.
Did I see
Oh,
your light
Lily gets her
flashing
big
before
old
your
thing.
very eyes?
Oh, let's choose my
Good.
lance. Oh, sacrifice the other pile. Keep this pile. Yeah, I will keep those lands. See you later, Lily. Sure hope you find some life
My
gain.
brain tends to regret you won't be on something
Okay.
me.
You can empty populate. Oh, right as I toss it. Now that is funny. Hilarious.
We contain fires. Never be unleashed on every seed contains.
That's also
great
hilarious.
Potential.
Pass turn. Is right there the whole time, chat. You see? It's all because we left our Lily there because I was being greedy. It's all Lily's fault. Not mine, Lily's.
Not harm.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Take that land. This is brutal.
We will help you find safety.
Nice mill. I guess we'll just go out with a bang here on our own terms. What else do you do? Should have just kept our restoration. Right, I threw it out of spite. We should have kept it and just restarted the mill. It doesn't change how our deck operates. Shouldered strikes again. Turn 7's gone.
Failure burns within us.
Okay. Whatever you say. You're running Farewell and Invoke in the same deck. Why are you at 85%?
We all have things like that.
That cracks me up. I'd rather just mill myself to death, mill myself to death.
Phyrexia. Harm the trees, and you will rot at their roots. We are past.
We don't take and kill Shoulder. That would be nonsense. That would be nonsensical, my friend.
The entire forest is in awe.
What we do is top deck a restoration. See? You gotta think to the next level. Not about surviving, but
This was merely a chapter in a larger tale.
good game. Going first, keeping 7. Very rock and roll hand. Stick it in first. Island up next. Jace on 3.
Weak-minded will be educated in
Milling ourselves.
ways. No secret escapes my
Depopulate in hand. Oh, not too shabby. Our opponent plays their 3rd land. An announcement. Good, good, good. Makes a token. We play a land. Jace hits the plus on the token. Gets dunked on.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Let's see what we pull first. Let's toss the Might Stone, and let's toss a land. It would be the Cascade, because we want the islands. Sorry, not the island, the plains. Jace Alive is good. We have 2 cards to bring out so far, not great. But I'm sure that will increase momentarily. We have a... Like I said... Oh, never mind. Well, we do have Faithful Mending. That's into exile, so that actually hurts a lot. Everybody. Just keep drawing. Island goes. I guess, does a Celestis go at this point? I believe so, yes. Land in play. This is 5. This is 6, and we're just looking for our 7th, so... Depopulate, and the Encroaching Mycosynth will be our next plays. It's going to be hard to get this Mycosynth active when they're sitting on Oblivion. So, you know, I can't take my grave. I need my grave. right? That's the whole thing. But that means they get to keep it. And that sucks.
I hope you're ready to lose.
It's acceptable.
Let your blade do the talking.
We would just get the 2 artifacts, and I just don't think that's good. I'm going to try to pull out that right with our Tomeo.
Phyrexia's victory will be etched into the flesh of your color. You cannot delay our victory.
I was up. Samurai's out.
Guards, to me.
They just dunk on her, straight up removal. Or they've been a secondary Oblivion. Don't you dare. I know they do now. Oh. So what are the chances?
You cannot unwrite what has been written.
I mean, at least we can clog up the field here momentarily.
They prepare for war.
Now we need to drain 2 of them out. LOL. I mean, we get 1 on the Planeswalker, sure, but
We've got
oh no,
the edge of this
they
fight.
take the tree and they attack the Planeswalker. That makes much more sense. That would put our Planeswalker in the grave for us. Nope, getting exiled. Leaving us our 7/7 is interesting.
Leaves fall like
Or they take that too. A 3rd Rite of Oblivion. Houston, they have 3 Rites of Oblivion. No, you go. It's wild. It's like the 1 card that beats us. Interesting. So it's going to
Let
grab
your
Indestructible.
blade do the talking.
Emperor out.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Summit 0.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I think we can do this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So Celeste is out. And then we'll depopulate. Mondrak is going to grab Indestructible, which by all means is expected. Still very bad. We know it could go to 5 and hit for lethal with the Emperor, so we just
We must protect the
do our best to draw out or accumulate enough mana. I mean, obviously, we get to 11, we can do it. We're still only at 8. They might take the Celestis, though. Uh-oh.
I was expecting a more impressive enemy.
Kyle with the card.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
This is creature or enchantment. Luckily, we only have tokens. I still think they could get the token of it, like the copy. Just drawing. Legend. I will pass that along. Well, it does reduce them both. And it's high priority removal for them. This is not great though. Maybe they don't know what I'm doing. Risk it for the biscuit. They're gonna take Urza for sure. Oh, that's really good as a start. Attack and kill the Emperor. Exile Urza. Either way, unless they play a land and have a 4th, I think we're good.
Keep watch for intruders.
We're in deep trouble, don't get me wrong, but we're getting closer. And that goes to exile, which is crazy. I just want to say nice. They're legendary, so I'll only get 1, but it's still pretty cool. Oh, and I don't think we're out of the woods, because it's just not enough. We're 1 mana shy of Faithful Mending into it. But, nonetheless, right? It's still pretty cool. Thank you for the follow. Bringing them all back, which is not a lot.
Symbiosis is harmony, and harmony is strength.
We kill Mondrak. They were exiling all of our stuff really successfully, so because of that, we didn't really get to do as much as we would have liked to. We tried our best.
The trees are mighty.
Exile, and a lot of it. Like, whew. And the right's getting double cast. It's like they've already cast 5 hard exiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. It's impressive. I wish I had Urza in play still. It's like they're executing nicely. Very good. Another. It's Exile Tribal. Unless we top deck a field wipe, that's all she wrote.
And strike hard.
You just attack the Planeswalker, I guess. Just hitting us. Rude boy. They hit for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they want, I mean, they could calm down HTG. It's okay.
The heat
Let's take our turn.
become unbearable.
Off the top. Pass turn. We're still dead. I mean, Kaya herself does 3 damage here.
That's just a start.
May your blade strike true.
All right. More of the same. Just pass turn. Gain life, toss the walker. Fairly certain we're still just dead. We did. We did. Ah, more lands. Phenomenal. We still did.
You're not safe from me.
Thanks. I thought it was pretty cool too. We still did though.
Show them how we greet our enemies. Finally, I'm home.
With Mycosynth in play, the
I am almost
planeswalkers
sad to see you go.
are quite easy to cast. Thanks for that Might Stone there. I mean, we're dead regardless. Holy Toledo's chat. You want a jank? I got some jank for you. With that being said, it could be competitive if Farewell wasn't a card. Exiling your graveyard is brutal. I don't mind. Like that Rivet Cheers Charm, I liked that. You know, that was a classy play. Boom roasted. Got him, right? The Farewell sucks. So with that being said, I guess we just bring in some counter magic. And then, you know, if you are trying to interact with my grave, counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. That's going to make the deck a lot more consistent competitively. Because I had no idea how many people ran graveyard control. Everyone, apparently. So it's an overwhelming deck that can, you know, one turn win with the restoration and proliferate of Gauntlet if you have the Mycosynth in play and a bunch of planeswalkers in the grave, right? So, you know, there's a lot to the combo. It's pretty janky, but if you get it, you get it, and it's a pretty cool way to win. How, other than counter magic, and what counter magic would you put in this deck? And again, you know, we've got that new part of the video in where we're pinning a comment, and you get to, you know, point out any misplays that I would have made, so I can become a better player by just recapping my footage. Makes it a little bit easier than watching, you know, because, you know, you got to make it, then you got to edit it, and then, you know, rewatching to become it's a lot, right? So thanks to all of your help for pointing out those misplays so I can become a better player. Don't go anywhere though, right? We're going to tear open to this pack. And you know, maybe one video, who knows how far down the road, it could be years, a decade, who knows. No comments on my misplays, right? That would be, you know, a dream come true. I got to stop looking at these in a reverse order. They show it right to you. It's like I can't not look at it. It's staring at me. I've never seen this card before. Anyways, so this is pretty cool. I guess this is like a little robot dude who I'm also unfamiliar with. That is a Mere Kingsmith. That has to be a commander card. A full art Phyrexian Mountain. That is a keeper for sure. The Mandible Justicar. Pardon my pronunciation. The Prowler. The Watcher. Thrumming Bird, which I really like. Tamayo's Logbook. Tamayo's Immobilizer. It's funny because we just had Tamayo in our deck. The Sinew Dancer, Alt Art. Alt Art, Light Belly Rats. Ayo River. This doesn't belong there. Kinzu of the Bleak Coven. 5 mana. 5/4 flying. Non-token creature you control dies. You may pay 2 life. Exile it. If you do create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1 and has Toxic 1. The Soulless Jailer for 2, 0/4. Non-permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. That would shut our deck down so hard. I'm glad we didn't find it. Then we have Expand the Sphere. And finally, Bane of Progress for 6. This is a 2/2 creature elemental. When it enters the battlefield, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Put a +1/+1 counter on Bane for each permanent destroyed this way. Beautiful, and that would have wrecked us as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an absolute magical day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can also become a YouTube member for access to our exclusive Sunday-only streams, in which you can challenge me directly. Take down HGG. Woof. Cheers. But most importantly, have an absolute magical day. I can't wait to see you soon in the next.